this episode of Destination Truth, Josh leads his team across the sands of Jordan to Petra, one of the new 7 wonders of the world. Excavation workers say this ancient city carved in stone is haunted by an evil force known as the Djinn.
You will find the Djinn, absolutely, I promise.
With astonishing evidence.
What the hell was that?
Josh calls on the ghost hunters to help him determine if this city has ghostly residents.
It's great evidence.
Next, the team continues their quest for the truth in the deep south, where locals claim a mutant reptile is terrorizing the town and creating a path of destruction.
Something's out there, and it's mad.
Josh takes his investigation deep into the swamp, where he comes face to face with an unknown creature.
Holy! Right there! Right there!
Get out, get out.
Hold on! I'm Josh Gates. In my travels, I've seen some unexplainable things, and I've done some things I can't quite explain. Now, I've pulled together a team armed with the latest technology in the search for answers to the world's strangest mysteries. I'm not sure what's out there waiting for me, but I know what I'm looking for. The truth. As ancient ruins go, few are more impressive than the site of Petra, Jordan. Indiana Jones fans will recognize it as the fictional final resting place of the Holy Grail. In reality, it is an archaeological gem that, according to local belief, is dangerously haunted. The rose-pink structures of Petra were carved into the steep canyon walls more than 2,500 years ago by the Nabateans, a civilization of skilled merchants that controlled trade routes throughout Arabia. Today, their capital city of Petra has been crowned one of the new 7 wonders of the world and is, without a doubt, Jordan's greatest tourist attraction. But at night, when the crowds have left, guards report hearing whispered voices over the desert winds and seeing mysterious, inky shadows raking along the canyon walls. Locals blame a paranormal spirit they call the Djinn for these nightly terrors. Djinn is an Arabic word for ghost and is mentioned frequently in the Quran. It is said to have the power to possess humans and lives in the dark recesses of burial chambers. There are over 800 carved tombs in Petra, and few would dare to spend the night alone in this sprawling necropolis. In an unprecedented investigation, Team Truth was given an all-access pass to spend the night in Petra, seeking evidence of the city's ghostly residents. We packed up and headed to the airport to begin the search. We flew 18 hours to Amman, the capital city of Jordan. Our paranormal investigation was put on hold when we were faced with a new mystery, the dreaded case of the missing luggage. Vanessa doesn't have her bag?
Still not yet. Bag hasn't shown up yet. She's wearing your underwear, not mine.
She can wear my underwear as a pair of pants. Amman has been inhabited for nearly 10,000 years, making it one of the oldest cities in the world. It is littered with the remains of temples, theaters, mosques, and ancient streets. We headed to the local market to pick up a few essentials for the journey ahead. We're gonna get you some new clothes, come on.
Ooh, feels good.
I feel like you're in Harry Potter right now.
I feel like I'm in Harry Potter. Wait, hello? Hello?
I'll tell you what it really does, it really brings out your eyes. Just your eyes. We were a long way from home, but I was lured into a shop by something that transcended the language barrier. Okay, I will buy a tomato.
I think every vegetable has its own theme song.
Wow. You're loud. You're louder than Ryder.
No way this guy is louder than me. No way. Green beans, green beans, green beans! Get them while they're hot!
Since locals claim the Djinn can be a deadly spirit, I picked up a local tool to defend myself against it. So we got evil eye amulets here. And then right here we actually have eye drops. So evil eyes and Visine. Basically anything eye related they have here, which is good.
And this one could be like your Flavor Flav Djinn medallion.
Yeah. Could you knock like 10 of my teeth out?
It would be my honor.
Feeling well protected for the journey ahead, we departed the market. It's important not to have road rage here in Jordan because you will lose. I'd made arrangements to speak with a local Jordanian expert who had intimate knowledge of the paranormal powers of the Djinn.
They inhabit ruins, old places, old homes.
These Djinns, are these something that people report that they can see, or are they something more ethereal than that?
Both.
Both.
People see them, sometimes people just feel them.
Where in Jordan are belief in the Djinn strongest?
I would say amongst the villagers and also the Bedouins. Bedouins existed here before any of us existed. They're the people who roamed land, and because they sleep so close to the land, they're more connected with the spiritual world.
The Bedouins in the south of Jordan are the direct descendants of the Nabateans, and their knowledge of Petra and of the Djinn would be invaluable. We drove south from Amman through the desert of Wadi Rum, where Lawrence of Arabia once lived with the Bedouins and where I was hoping to find them for myself. These nomads are constantly on the move. There are no roads here, and they could be anywhere in this vast terrain. Luckily, I was surrounded by a team of professionals. Anybody have the GPS or the map? I'll find these Bedouins. Just hang on.
Oh boy. So you're saying I shouldn't worry about this full tank of propane sitting back here?
Hey, you don't need to worry about that, Mike. You're fine. After hours of bashing the dunes, we finally found several members of the nomadic Bedouin tribe we'd been searching for. I explained that we'd come a long way to find them, and with the sun getting low in the sky, they offered to escort us to their campsite where we could sit and talk. But first, we had to deal with our temperamental new mode of transportation. Nature's most agreeable animal, the camel. Ryder, your ride's ready. Come on. Okay, guys, let's go. Mike, what happened to your camel?
He just had a bad attitude.
Just as darkness set in and the temperature began to drop, we were thrilled to see the Bedouin camp. We dismounted our camels and made a few minor adjustments. We were invited to join the tribe by the fire, where they shared stories passed down from their elders and their own experiences at Petra with the Djinn.
You know, all of us, we have a kind of story.
And have you seen the Djinn?
Me,
Yeah.
I see it many times.
And what was his appearance? What did he look like?
You know, he like human, but he's not real. Sometimes you see nothing. Only you see, you know, someone repeat your name. Example, Josh, and you are alone. There's nobody around.
If I'm all alone in Petra, what do you think I'll feel?
You will find the Djinn. You will meet them. Absolutely.
You think so?
I promise.
After story time, it was bedtime, and our sleeping arrangements were a little rustic. Ryder! What? I can't fall asleep.
Keep talking.
Ryder! Are you asleep yet?
Still no.
Me neither. In the morning, we took a desert bath, hopped back on our camels, and after the long ride back to the road, we transferred to our Jeep and continued our journey to Petra. I wanted to talk to people who have had recent experiences with the ghostly Djinn. We headed west to the site and met up with workers on the Petra excavation team who say they've been terrified by these evil spirits. Tell me about Petra at night.
Nobody will go there. That's a place, it's dangerous. I was walking in the dark and somebody shouting to me by my name. And I stopped and it's nobody there. And then I saw shadows without head, and it's very huge.
And what do you think this shape was?
I think it was a Djinn.
So sometimes you actually sleep in the treasury.
Yes.
And what is it like in there alone at night?
You find it very quiet, and you hear people like fighting, people talking, but you don't understand what you're talking.
What do you mean fighting? What do you hear?
Like by the knife.
Oh, you hear the sword fighting?
Yes. Sometime at night, the Djinn, they throw some stone at people.
Once it was abandoned, Petra was lost to the world for over 1,000 years. It is hidden beyond the Sick, a mile-long slot canyon that conceals and gives the only access to the mysterious city. At the entrance to the Sick are massive stones known as the Djinn blocks, dedicated to the ghosts that are believed to reside in the ruins beyond. At the very end of the Sick, we finally caught sight of the treasury. Welcome to Petra. This tomb, carved into the cliffs, is the singular symbol of Petra, though the city ruins are much more extensive than most people realize. Beyond the treasury, the site unfolds with one amazing building after another. Crumbling cliff-cut facades, an amphitheater, endless tombs, Roman roads, and on and on. The site is massive. I think we should be setting up camp a little bit further away from the treasury, maybe down by the amphitheater. And we'll see if we can find some shelter there. Start stringing out the IR cameras before it gets too dark, yeah? All right, let's do it, guys. Come on. With darkness upon us, we set up base camp. First, we cabled 4 stationary infrared cameras, each 400 feet from camp in different directions. And well beyond them, we positioned multiple motion-activated trap cameras, programmed to record images of anything moving in the ruins.
It looks great. I can see the amphitheater.
Vanessa would track these cameras and communicate with sweep teams from base camp. Well, we are in the middle of Petra. We've heard that these Djinn, or these ghosts, they come in the form of shadows. So we need to be really cognizant of what's around us. So I'm going to take Ryder and